8 foods sitting on a grocery shelf right now can build just as much muscle as anything you'd cook, and the entire list costs less than what most guys spend on energy drinks in a single week. The fitness industry needs you to believe muscle requires money, expensive supplements, and a full pantry restock every payday. It doesn't. Number 6 is the one that would genuinely embarrass a $50 protein tub if people actually knew about it. 1. Canned tuna. Number 1, and this is the cheapest real protein source in any grocery store. Canned tuna packed in water runs about $1 a can in most stores, sometimes less if you buy in bulk. A single can delivers roughly 20 grams of protein for less money than a small coffee. Open it, drain it, eat it straight from the can with nothing else if you have to. There's no cooking step, no waiting, no excuse. The only skill required is knowing how to use a can opener. And if that's too advanced for you, this video probably isn't the problem. 2. Whole milk. Number 2, whole milk, the most underrated muscle builder in any refrigerator. A gallon costs around $4 and gives you roughly 128 grams of protein across the whole jug, along with enough calories to actually gain weight instead of just maintaining it. Drink 2 to 3 cups a day alongside your other meals, and you've added serious protein and calories without touching a stove. This isn't some biohacker trick. Bodybuilders were drinking a gallon of milk a day decades before influencers discovered casein existed. It worked then. It still works now. The guy at your gym who looks like he's been training for 10 years probably isn't eating anything exotic. He's drinking milk and eating canned fish. Item 3 is just as unglamorous and just as effective. 3. Peanut butter. Number 3. Peanut butter, sold in every gas station in the country for around $3 a jar. 2 tablespoons pack roughly 7 grams of protein and enough calories to make gaining weight almost automatic if you're currently struggling to eat enough. Eat it straight off the spoon, spread it on bread, mix it into a shake, doesn't matter. The fat and calorie density here does the heavy lifting your metabolism needs if you're a naturally skinny guy who can't seem to gain weight no matter what you eat. Nobody needs a recipe for this. You need a spoon and 40 seconds. The men with the best physiques in any gym are not eating the most expensive food. They are eating the most strategic food. Strategy beats budget every time. Every item on this list is cheap because cheap ingredients, bought in bulk, with high protein density, have always been the backbone of real muscle building. The expensive version of this same plan doesn't build more muscle. It just costs more money and photographs better for social media. What matters is total protein, total calories, and consistency, none of which require a receipt over $20. This next stretch is the difference between guys who eat cheap and stay small, and guys who eat cheap and actually grow. Pay attention. 4. Canned chicken breast. Number 4. Canned chicken breast. The answer for anyone who claims they don't have time to eat enough protein. A single can runs about $1.50 and delivers close to 25 grams of protein with almost zero fat. Drain it, eat it plain, mix it with the condiment you already own, or throw it on bread. There's no thawing, no cutting, no pan. If you've been telling people you don't have time to hit your protein target, this item removes that excuse completely, and it removes it for about the price of a bus fare. Remember the milk from item 2? What's coming next pairs with it almost perfectly, and it costs even less. 5. Deli sliced turkey breast. Number 5. Deli sliced turkey breast, the plain kind, not the honey glazed stuff dressed up to taste like dessert. A pound runs around $5 at most grocery stores and packs somewhere around 90 grams of protein across the whole package. Eat it rolled up plain, folded into a tortilla, or stacked on bread with whatever condiment is already in your fridge. It requires zero preparation beyond opening the package, and it survives a whole week in the fridge without going bad, which makes it one of the easiest ways to hit your daily total without thinking about it twice. Items 1 through 5 were solid. Item 6 is the one that's going to make the supplement industry genuinely uncomfortable. 6. Frozen edamame. Number 6, and this is the one item 6 deserves the buildup. Frozen edamame, the shelled kind, sitting in the freezer aisle for around $2 a bag. Most men walk past it because it looks like a side dish at a sushi restaurant, not a serious muscle-building food. That assumption is exactly why this item works so well. It's one of the only plant foods that delivers a complete protein profile, meaning it contains all the amino acids your body needs to actually build tissue, not just partially. A single bag delivers close to 60 grams of protein, along with real fiber and micronutrients. Most of this list doesn't touch. There's no cooking required beyond running it under hot water or letting it thaw on the counter for 20 minutes. Eat a cup and a half as a side to anything else on this list, or eat it straight as its own snack. The fiber alone will make you feel full longer than anything a shake ever will, which matters when you're trying to eat enough without spending real money doing it. Here's the part that should actually annoy you. A protein supplement company would take this exact bean, isolate the protein, dry it into powder, put it in a tub with a name that sounds like a fighter jet, and charge you $50 a month for less protein than this $2 bag delivers in a single week. That's not an exaggeration. That's the entire supplement industry's business model, dressed up as innovation. Item 7 is the one that ties directly into your brain and your joints, not just your muscle. Coming up right now. 7. Canned sardines. Number 7. Canned sardines sold for around $2 a tin and probably the most underrated item on this entire list. A single tin delivers around 20 grams of protein, along with a real dose of omega-3 fatty acids, the same fats tied to joint health and reduced inflammation from training. Take them straight from the tin. Mash them onto bread, or mix them into whatever you're already eating. The taste turns some men off immediately, and that's fine. More protein per dollar for the rest of us who don't need our food to be glamorous to eat it. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the final item on this list isn't even sold as food most men associate with muscle at all. 8. Roasted peanuts. Number 8. The final item on this list. Roasted peanuts, sold in bulk bags for around $3 a pound in almost every grocery store in the country. A single handful, about a third of a cup, delivers roughly 7 grams of protein, along with enough calories and healthy fat to make hitting a daily surplus far easier than most men make it out to be. Keep a bag in your car, your desk, your gym bag, wherever you actually are when hunger hits. There's no prep beyond opening the bag, and there's no excuse for being hungry with no protein around when a $3 bag lasts you an entire week. Every time someone posts a no-cook meal plan, the comments fill up with guys insisting that real muscle requires real cooking, like protein somehow becomes less useful once it skips a frying pan. That belief isn't based on biology, it's based on habit. Your muscle tissue responds to amino acids reaching your bloodstream in sufficient quantity. It has no method of detecting whether those amino acids arrive by stovetop or straight out of a can you opened in your car. The men who insist cooking is mandatory usually aren't defending nutrition science. They're defending an identity built around meal prep containers and grocery hauls that make for a good post. That's a hobby, and hobbies are fine. Just stop pretending the hobby is a requirement, because the guys eating out of cans and hitting their numbers every day are growing at the exact same rate as the guys doing dishes for an hour every Sunday. One group just has more free time and more money left over. Compare this list, calorie for calorie and gram for gram, against a cooked plan of chicken breast, rice, and broccoli. And the muscle-building outcome is identical, because your body responds to totals, not effort. The cooked plan takes 45 minutes of prep, a stove, and cleanup. This plan takes 4 minutes and a trash can. Fast isn't a compliment here. It's a fact you can time yourself. Add up every item on this list for a full week, and you're looking at somewhere between $25 and $35 total, depending on where you shop. Compare that to what most men spend on a single tub of pre-workout, a single tub of protein powder, and a handful of convenience meals that promise the same thing this list already does. The fitness industry needs you to believe that results require expensive inputs. They don't. They require consistent, cheap ones, eaten on repeat, without romance and without a label telling you it's premium. That's not a message that sells a $40 supplement stack, which is exactly why nobody selling you one is going to say it. That's the entire pitch this video is making. And it doesn't need a discount code or a link in the description to be true. Not one supplement required. Not one. Ever. Somewhere right now, a meal prep influencer is filming a video with 6 containers, a rice cooker, and a grocery bill that would feed you for 2 weeks off this list. That's not a jab at effort. Some men enjoy cooking, and that's fine. But this channel isn't interested in what men enjoy. It's interested in what actually builds muscle. And biology does not know the difference between protein that came out of a pan and protein that came out of a can. Amino acids don't care about presentation. They care about quantity and timing, which this entire list handles for a fraction of the price and none of the cleanup. The real reason cooked meal prep dominates every fitness platform isn't that it works better. It photographs better. A grid of matching containers gets more engagement than a guy eating tuna over a sink, even though the tuna guy is hitting the same numbers for less money and less time. Nobody built a content career around opening cans, so nobody's incentivized to tell you that opening cans works just fine. This week, don't try to overhaul your entire kitchen. Pick 3 items from this list, whatever's cheapest at your specific store right now, and replace whatever you're currently eating for lunch and your evening snack with them. 3 items. That's the entire assignment. Buy the tuna, the milk, and the peanut butter if that's what's on sale, or swap in the edamame and sardines if that's what you can actually find. The exact combination matters less than actually doing it for 7 straight days without skipping a single one out of laziness. Track what you spend at the end of the week and compare it honestly to what you spent last week on food that did less for you. If eating out of a can for a week sounds beneath you, that's fine. Keep spending money you don't need to spend. Everyone else keep reading. 8 items, no stove, no oven, no excuse. Every single one of these is sitting on a shelf in a grocery store near you right now for less money than a single meal at a fast food counter. Building muscle was never about how much you spent. It was always about whether you actually eat enough, consistently, every single day, whether that food came out of a pan or a can. Next video breaks down the biggest lie in this entire niche, why eating 6 small meals a day was never actually necessary, and what the real research says about meal timing instead. If this list just saved you real money without costing you a single gram of progress, subscribe, because this channel exists to prove that broke and jacked were never mutually exclusive. Stop spending, start eating, get to work.